Hello.
My power shake. You
Oh
say hi
yeah,
to Ashley.
my power shake. Hi.
Shake, rattle, and roll. Oh, nice. There's the skulls. Device is not connected. Not
Julie, what
connected.
do you got to say today?
Okay, so we're live. Let me present the things.
Yeah.
Hey, Skulls. So glad you joined us, man. How's it going?
Hi, Skulls.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm fine. What's that you're holding? Is that a dog?
Yeah, it's mine. It's Jolie.
Yeah, it's a snack for later.
Okay.
No, no, she's not.
I
Oh, no, she's my little pup. She's
don't know
awesome.
if I'm excited about having a dog on my lap. Skulls. Right. We've got to come up with.
Yeah, what's up?
So we want to release 1,000 NFTs before we do our big release of the big free mint. With all four of the heroes. Um, we want to do a release of 1,000 NFTs, and we're thinking like what to call. I was thinking of something like F1K, first 1,000, and it's actually a paid mint. Uh, like
Okay.
somewhere around $15 or so. Maybe on Solana, um, and I was thinking it's like something that gives you a pack of playable cards that you can redeem. It's got like a whole lot of things on that NFT that when you come into the game, it will always uh, be better. So, it'll always be great to take into the game. It'll always have worth. Um, so I'm thinking, because we've been throwing ideas around creatively of of what that would be. Do we do a profile picture, or do we do like something just a cool um you know um cyberpunk?
Trips we were looking at. Yeah.
Yeah, like what do you think the degens would like? um if we're gonna
Um,
do like something that lets us stand out.
yeah. I think if it is going to be something that would give you access to other in-gaming utilities, like as you've explained. So before we launch the main gaming heroes, which might be in form of PFPs or characters. I think this one shouldn't be a PFP. I think it should be something else, like something else that looks somehow different. That could simply, when you see it, it explains exactly the value it represents.
That's a cool idea. So what do you think? What do you see in your mind when you say those words?
What I see in my mind is for me, there was a project I worked for that was last year. So they launched the first collection. It was just 1,000. It was like a pass. Yeah, they call it pass. ZG pass. So the pass, it looks like a kind of box, but the box is animated. It rotates, just like a GIF, an animated box. So that was what it looked like basically. So when you get the box, after a period of time, the box is gonna open. And to open the box, you need to own a particular NFT, which is part of the main collection we are about to launch. So you can have the box, but it is valueless unless you have the NFTs attached to it. So the NFTs open the box, then you can then extract the should I say the content of the box, which you, it could be anything. Like for the project I worked for, then it could just be anything might be inside the box. So I think that's the idea of it. Like it could be anything too. Like it could not be a box specifically. It can be something somehow more significant to show, because I have like not much idea on gaming because I'm not primarily a gamer. But I could check some other gaming projects too. I know some of them might have done this idea for their collection too. So if it's going to work, I'm gonna check other gaming projects too. Maybe probably after my day today, I would scroll on Twitter to check.
Okay. Um, so maybe like a loot box or something. So do you think? Um, so do you think this is something that would excite people? Because look, I'm a gamer, so this would excite me because I know I'm going to get things in this box that are unique and will there'll be unique abilities, and I'm trying to find another word. Unique abilities and privileges that no one else will have, and there will only ever be a 1,000 cards with those abilities. So it'll be we're still thinking about what that would be in game, because we don't want to limit what we can do in the future. But like it might be that this box can level up anything in the game quicker, or I don't know. I'm just thinking, what do we do? Something that people would be very excited. So you like the idea of the 3D rotating hologram NFT? Do people still get excited about those?
Yes, yeah, the idea is very okay. Um, like it just the concept exactly, like you know, for some people when they get the box, they might think the box could just open by itself when you import it into the game, but only if you open NFT.
Let's see. Because we're thinking, what
does it look like? Or is there something I can
Yeah.
search to see? I'm curious what a 3D NFT looks like. Oh my gosh.
I'm not sure. I know Sammy's always got good ideas as well. Maybe. Hello. um,
Hello.
I
Is your
like the
phone
idea.
fixed yet?
Loot box keys.
Yeah, I liked that too. Kind of piqued my interest. Or is there only special founder loot boxes or whatever for this drop? And you drop them throughout the game? But you can, and then that way, I think this maybe is what it is, and then use those NFTs to open it. I thought that was a really cool idea. I liked it.
Looking at box ideas. Awesome, nice.
Ooh.
Crack it and it opens, because it's always nice to have. Joey's saying that he likes the idea of an actual clean NFT PFP, because I think we've got plenty of nice art as profile pictures go? Skulls? I don't know. So for that first 1,000 things, I'm not sure.
What I'm gonna say is, if the PFP idea is gonna be okay, it's cool also. So far it's still going to should I say, it's still gonna manifest exactly what we want it to do. Then it's not a big deal. But I just think if the box is gonna contain some things, which is not just a single thing, I don't think it should be NFTs, except if it's NFTs or a kind of PFP, maybe it's something that would contain maybe some kind of armor, swords, blades, guns, or weapons, and then I could say. But if it's something that is more exclusive than that, I think a box should just do it. Like a box should do it, or a kind of crate. A crate could do it also. My opinion, actually. For
Yeah.
some people, PFP could work. PFP could work for some people, but it just depends on it depends on what we want to do and then the story behind it. Because these days, what we tell is the story. Most times the art or the presentation of the JPEG, the PFP, the anime or anything doesn't matter, but the story behind it is what people want to want to hear, and if it interests them, no one cares if the art is looking good or if the box has anything actual, maybe factual, or so. They just believe in the story and the fiction we want
Mm.
to sell to them. Yeah.
Let's see. So, like, because I thought of something like F1K, first 1,000, but I don't know the OSP F1K range. If F1 as in it makes racing cars. Because I've seen a lot of gaming crates and stuff for NFTs.
Are you looking for loot boxes now?
I'm just messing around.
No, because those look cool.
They do. They are very
Just
cool.
cyberpunky loot boxes.
That's also pretty swag.
And then is it gonna have sound that goes ah
when you open it? Yeah, but so the one idea I had, but it's too complicated, is that there's a boss that you have to beat to open a loot box, and you get 2 turret cards that can beat that boss, and then it opens the loot box. So it's kind of like it's just a little animation that we say, okay, we're giving you this pack, and go to the website, just register and click, and you'll see how the 2 turrets pop out of the little pack that we gave you, and then those 2 turrets destroy this boss. You watch a little animation, and boom, out pops your collection.
Yeah.
But it's too many steps, I think.
Yeah, it's a little confusing. Are you trying? So for this, this is for the initial mint, right? This founder mint.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
trying to acquire already gamers, or are you trying to acquire new people, or both? Like, who are you trying to get to buy?
Yeah, this is specifically for the Web3 community who are already
Okay.
familiar with
Okay.
whatever, might have some Solana in their wallets. Skulls, where do you think, Solana or Matic? Where's everybody sitting with?
I think launching an NFT is currently Solana is the best place to launch an NFT. Yeah, because basically everyone know the money flows in Solana, and
Yes.
I would always say stay where the money is. Yes, stay where the money is, and also Solana is not that complicated. In if you want to implement a kind of strategy or a tech on Solana, it's not so complicated, and it's also the costs are reduced compared to other chains. Polygon also has a kind of reduced cost, low competition, and there are a lot of support. But on Solana ecosystem, the funds is there, the community is there, the people.
Mm. Yeah, and you can do compressed NFTs on Solana as well.
Compressed, does that just make them easier to send, or what does compressed NFTs mean?
Makes them much cheaper on gas fees, like very, very cheap.
Oh, that's good. I didn't know that. So if the file is bigger, it costs more gas to send. I mean, it makes sense, but
No, I don't know what they do. I don't know how they do it. It's pretty cool.
it's kind of like your credit score. here's your price.
Just answering Sammy, thinking creatively of how we can release 1,000 NFTs as a Solana pre-mint we both typing.
Oh, can you hear us? Oh, I'm talking to Sammy.
Ah. Oh, you're typing to Sammy in Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell him to watch on X and then comment on the X feed, and then we can answer him with our voices.
It says to watch on the X stream and comment. And then what? Comment and what? And we'll respond?
Yeah, then we can respond vocally. Because he's always got great ideas.
Yeah, he wasn't feeling very well. Did you know that?
Yeah, he just told me now.
Yeah. If you can.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a fundraiser, Skulls. That's what we looking at, just so we can get a little bit of cash into our ecosystem again. I was hit quite hard by the frozen bank account thing, which is, it was almost 2 months of having our key bank account frozen. And that meant money couldn't go in and money couldn't go out. So I'm like thinking, okay, while we're trying to fix that situation, maybe we just do it. Oh, there goes Skulls.
Bye.
Ash, we just need one person to send us like a couple of BTC, or a couple of Bitcoin, and say, hey, we believe in your game. Let's go.
Some Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bitcoin went down 5% today. I think, or yesterday. It's not in season. I need people to come back. It's downtime around me. I have Bitcoin meetup tonight, and I do a pitch, but it's not. There's not a lot of people. So yeah. So now I'm walking dogs.
Men walking dogs.
I'm walking. Men walking. No, I'm walking dogs. I have
Oh,
clients.
you
I walk
walking
dogs.
dogs?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Oh, they're so funny. So yeah. In the meantime, just while everything settles, it's super easy and they're
Dog
hilarious.
walkers be walking dogs. Yeah.
They're just send videos to their parents and
Oh, I see.
yeah. They get their own little personalities. They're fun.
Yeah, man. Okay, so I'm wondering if the project shouldn't shift over to Solana. It seems like Solana is a lot more popular than Polygon.
Wasn't Solana the initial one you wanted to be on anyway? I feel like that's what we first.
Been on Matic the whole time.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you were on Solana. Well, I have some time set up with Alan to get together this week just to even talk about the wallet. I don't know if I'll find my bunnies, but I think just walking through and going through some of the steps, like maybe figure out what I did, but just kind of help connect some dots for me. The doing part. So what are you fundraising for?
For OSP.
Oh. I really like this idea. $15 doesn't seem like it would break the bank. And it gets people. Is it $15 for each card?
No, it's like a little loot box that that has a bunch of cards in. It's like where later on it'll cost you $15 to $100 for a card. You know, now if you get in early, that's the first 1,000. The F1K. The
F1K, yeah.
I thought of something like that.
I think that's cool.
I thought that might be
a Y2K.
Yeah. I don't know. Just like an idea that's easy to say. To say,
but
like,
it's fun to market too. It'd
yes,
be a good thing. Easy.
It's like the first 1,000. So you end up with the little logo. So even if you sell the game, if you sell the pack off the box before you open it, because once you open it, you burn it.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing what it just says that you were the first 1,000 people to believe in the game.
I like that.
To believe in us.
So would you call it the first believers?
The first believers, yeah. That's something I was thinking of as well. That the first believers would be more suited to only believe.
Yeah.
But for OSP, I'm thinking, I don't know, because it's specifically that there's only 1,000 of these cards, and you're gonna get a pack in there that that when you open it, it's gonna automatically give you a full deck of playable cards. That would usually cost you upwards of $15 each. So in being the part of those first 1,000 players, our way of saying thank you for believing in us is to give you everything you need to have fun from the word go.
Our gratitude kickoff or something.
Yeah. It's
I like that,
because it's important if you're being interviewed.
Yeah.
Because look, you've usually got 10 to 15 seconds, maximum 20 seconds when you're live on Spaces. Spaces are so chaotic, so you need words that people can just latch onto.
Yeah.
So we're so we're OSP defense. OSP. I'm just typing in words to see how the AI interprets it. But yeah, so for our game OSP defense, the way we term things, what can we explain in a few seconds is what is this F1K campaign, or I don't even know if I should say F1K. It's like, but still, it's the first 1,000. And what you have is we're letting you, what do we call it? It's a crowdfunding NFT that you have a box, and I'm not always secure in what the Web3 community wants, so where I know like just about every other market very well, I get exhausted mentally trying to figure out what am I going to market to the community. But I think, well, actually what happens is whenever I speak to other NFT people with other ideas, I get tired because they know what they don't want. They don't know what they want. So then it's like you come up with ideas and then your ideas get shot down, but no alternatives get given.
Yes. I hate that.
So every time defeating. I come up with an idea, I just, I don't know, I'm sitting in my bed now, kicking my legs thoughtfully.
So you had to move spots to think better?
Yeah.
It does work. Well, I think where you're going is a really, I don't know enough about NFTs to.
Well, I think about people in general. It's like, if we say, listen, when the game launches, it's free, but for one NFT, you're going to pay upwards of $15, especially when it starts, on launch, and especially when it starts, ramping up in the peer-to-peer marketplaces. So just as like for people who believe in our game and want to invest in our game, we thought, you know what, let's just create one box, and you've got 15 playable cards in that box of varying rarities. So it's kind of you don't know what's going to be in the box, but we're guaranteeing you that because you're one of the first 1,000, there's going to be an ultra exotic in there. So you'll have 14 cards with a guaranteed ultra exotic.
I'd buy one.
Yeah, I mean so as Ash, let's say you jump on a space. I think it's quite easy to say, if someone says, well, what is happening? What is this project? You say, well, how would it's OSP Defense. It's our tower defense game or base defense game, and there are going to be, let's say, 10. There are going to be 10 different kinds of towers in this game, turrets, and it's a lot of fun, and we'd like to. The game will be free, and when you play it for free, there's
a little difficult.
Yeah, it's difficult because
buy
you're going to
this
start
pack
off with
and help boost your joy and pleasure.
Yeah, that's what you're going to boost your joy. Yeah, because generally we give you 4 noob cards when you start. Or we give every player 4 noob cards to start the game with. But if they got to beat bosses to unlock cards and stuff, and we just thought, listen, the first 1,000 people to invest in us, we're going to give them 10 turrets, and they're not just noob cards, they're actually NFTs, and one of them is guaranteed to be an ultra exotic.
So how do you separate noob cards from NFTs? Like, what if somebody wants to buy, just hypothetically speaking, what if somebody wants to buy people's noob cards? Can they?
Well, everybody's got the same noob cards. It's literally just a thing that can't be upgraded. It's just it's in the game. It's not an NFT. It's just a card in the game with no value. Yeah.
Got it. No value. I didn't know if you could upgrade them, but you answered that.
Yeah, you can't do anything. It's just an in-game asset that everyone's got the same one. However, this loot box is going to give you 10. See, and that's what I've got to think now to word it nicely. 10 digital assets that you actually own. They're unique. They're NFTs, and one of them is a guaranteed ultra exotic. So what that means is we've got to make sure, which we do, because we can utilize all of the collections we've got at the moment. We've got to make sure that we've got 10,000. No, okay. Now we got to do some maths. Yeah. It's 10 turrets with 10 variations each.
Okay.
Because we're going to hand out 10,000 free NFTs. Because there's 10 NFTs in each one of these F1K boxes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So the box itself is called an F1K box.
Okay. Whatever you say, boss.
Okay, but does that make sense to you?
Yeah. An F1K box. Okay. Yeah, and then if you want me to go on Spaces, can you just put, like, once it's finalized and we know exactly what we're doing, I'll just take some notes and then...
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll be on every single space that is ever organized, so you just like...
Oh, good.
You will? Watch me do it, yeah. Yeah, no, I'll
promise?
do, like... Yes. I go to them
That's
all.
That's such a relief.
Until everyone's confident enough to roll by themselves. I mean, you won't go to events and stuff by yourself initially. You'll take a team of people who know what they're doing.
Yeah, I like that.
No, there must always be a Padawan, a knight, and a master.
I hate being thrown to the wolves, and it's happened a lot. So,
no,
it's nice to have support.
But I actually think that's the good idea. I think because it's a game, we say, let's see what Skulls thinks. Yo, Skulls.
Oh, he's back. Hi.
Skulls is muted.
Please give me a minute. I'm gonna join you guys.
Okay.
Okay, I think that works nicely. So so the box is a first 1,000 box. Ash, so do you prefer like first 1,000 or F1K? What do you
I think F1K sounds really cool.
So on this
Just 'cause
box,
you put F1K on it, so then it's marked. And could you do that on the NFTs too? So you know, like they're the founder cards or the first
no,
1,000.
they're going to be normal cards, so none of them.
Oh, normal
So
cards. Okay.
yeah, so this is a box. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
but I think that
so
should have F1K on it. Yeah.
yeah, because you can hold on to this box because it guarantees you a ultra exotic. So you can
Yeah.
either open it and play, or you can just hold on to it and wait until the game launches and then put it on the marketplace and say,
And sell
okay,
it without knowing what's in it. Yeah.
yes,
Oh, that's
because
cool.
other players
So then you
would.
got to buy two. Buy one, keep one, or
Well, some people will
sell
probably
one,
buy
keep one.
50. Yeah. So at game release,
Yeah.
like that thing has got a guaranteed ultra exotic in it, because
Yeah.
ultra exotics could be worth crazy money.
Yeah. I like
I
it.
like this look of this box is pretty cool.
Isn't it? It needs some sound that
Yeah, when it opens. Yeah.
It just like sparkles.
Yeah, because
With
I think
awesomeness.
that gives it incredible value. Is if there's
Yeah.
a random set of rare cards in there, and one of them is definitely going to be an ultra exotic.
That's great.
Because our cards are common, then rare, then legendary, then exotic, then ultra exotic.
Ultra exotic.
So instead of ultra rare, because that was confusing, so we're going
Yeah.
rare, then legendary.
Wait, common, rare,
common, yeah,
rare, legendary, exotic, ultra exotic.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you saw how nice that artwork was yesterday with Killer's thing. So I like that a lot. So if we've got that, well, it actually starts worthless noob. So it's a worthless noob card.
Which one is?
The first one, the worthless noob card.
Oh. What does
And
noob
then it
stand
goes
for?
common. Noob, new player, newbie, when you're new
newbie.
at anything,
Okay.
yeah, it's like new at whatever sport. New dancer would be a noob.
We don't have those. I think there is terms for surfing. They have some weird terms. If you're a new surfer.
Yeah, like initiate or something.
I don't know.
But yeah, so
Okay.
I think this is a cool idea. I like this idea.
Yeah.
This makes me pretty happy.
I know, it makes me want to buy some.
Yes, some is the word. Yeah, because our advice would be don't open the box.
Well,
Just
next on my list, so you pay yourself 10% and then you put some in savings for investments. So I think I can buy two.
Yeah, I'm back.
Hey,
Hi.
back. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. You were telling me something earlier, so I don't know.
Okay, so this is our idea so far. Tell us what you think. Okay, so we got the box, and the box it's maybe we put F1K on it for first 1,000. Then what we're doing is we say, okay, for the first 1,000 players, inside this box are going to be 10 playable NFTs, and one of them is a guaranteed ultra exotic. So our advice to people is get as many as you can and don't open the box, because when the game launches, the guaranteed ultra exotic is going to excite the gaming community very much, and there will only ever be 1,000. So in essence, we're giving away 10,000 free NFTs with this campaign, because inside each box there's 10 NFTs, and one of them's a guaranteed ultra exotic. How does that
Well,
sound?
it's not technically.
That sounds good, but I'm gonna say you could attach a kind of to open the box you need a kind of maybe the first NFT launch after the F1K. I don't know if you understand. This is gonna be a kind of lower price mint according to you, maybe $50 or so. And I'm pretty sure the common mints are gonna be more expensive compared to the F1K. So
Yeah.
to generate a kind of revenue ahead of time before we launch the second collection, I think we could start from now by attaching a kind of peg whereby even if you own the F1K, even if you own one F1K, you need one NFT to open it when the time comes, because for now it will be locked. So I don't know if that sounds good.
Okay. So, I mean, I know that people are going to fight with me and say it's too complicated when I take it to the rest of the team to say that. It's because, okay, so to explain this on Spaces, so we've got to explain the box, and then we've also got to explain that you're going to need another launch NFT to open this box.
Yeah.
Is that not too much information?
For example, let's say we've launched the playable game, and
Yeah.
maybe let's say we've launched the playable game, or maybe the game is 100% ready. And because for most of these cases where it works, the games are playable, or something is already in play that to make them want to hold on to the box and also mint the next collection, so that they will be able to access um the content of the box. But since it's not playable yet, I would say it's still a good idea to just put in details. We shouldn't attach NFT to it. Just put in details. Okay, this is how it's going to work. We should just make them believe. As I've said
So when the
earlier,
game
it just
launches, so
it depends. Mm,
yes,
as I've
so
said earlier, it depends on the story we tell them. Because
yes,
what we sell is the story. Actually, is the story, because even if you have like a kind of the best PFP collection in the Solana ecosystem currently, and there's no good story to back it up, or no roadmap, nothing, just a kind of promise, we will launch a casino, we will launch this, we'll launch that. Nobody's gonna buy it. You need a story to tell that makes the people, okay, fine, these people have a plan ahead. These people are building something. It's actually worth it.
okay, I'm with you. So we've got to come up with a nice story around the box.
Yes.
Where's
Because
Jackson?
no, we can come up with stories that are on, that's very easy. I mean, I did write the entire OSP.
Storyline.
So this box over here, I'm thinking, imagine if we also guarantee the all 4 of the main story characters. But that gets complicated. I feel like if you can say it in one line, inside this box, all 10 playable turrets with a guaranteed ultra exotic. And upon launch, so Skulls, you're saying they're going to need a key. So upon launch of the game, when you'll get the key, or do they have to go and do something to get the key as well? We lost Skulls. Hello?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, I'm with you guys. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you. I can hear you. Ashley, can you hear?
Yes. Sorry. So yeah, how does the key thing work?
Okay. About
Bad internet is such a pain.
Oh,
At least your internet's working nicely, Ash. Imagine if it was you and Skulls. I would have been sitting here like,
oh my
oh,
gosh. It's such a,
that's a pain.
I know.
It's such a
It
pain.
really, I mean, just even for not only the receiver, but the person working. Like, props to you guys for the in and out of the internet. And thankfully, we all still have hair. I was like,
Yes, yanking it out. Well, okay. Well, that's some nice stuff to think about. I'll call one or two people and get their thoughts on the idea. I'll see if I can get hold of Joey.
I like that. When are you thinking you'd want to drop these? Or what?
Well, this month, end of August.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we start like the campaign and going crazy, and then
Yeah.
just have this very cool looking box. So I like the idea. We brand this thing nicely, OSP Defense at the bottom. On the box it says F1K.
Yeah.
And you're guaranteed an ultra exotic. So there's going to be 10 cards in there, and you're guaranteed an ultra exotic. So that excites me. But anyway, okay, great. Well, thanks, Ash. It's always a pleasure to hang out. And Skull, sorry that your internet's fighting with you. But we're excited, grateful for the input that inspired me. I think I'm going to fight for this idea.
Why do you have to fight for it? It's your game.
Oh, there's Sammy. Let's add him.
Hop on? Hi. Sammy.
The mighty Sammy. Content strategist. Oh, I like that.
There you go.
So, Sammy, if oh, there you are. Shame.
Hi.
It's a bit sick, old Sammy.
Hi, Sammy.
I'm doing well.
I'm fine, Sammy.
So, Sammy, this is the current idea, then you can share your thoughts. So, we're thinking of like a bit of a fundraiser where we can release like the first 1,000. So, I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea calling it F1K, first 1,000. But this is the current idea that's running through our minds, or maybe it's my mind and a little bit of Ashley's mind, or all of Ashley's mind, a bit of Skull's mind, a bit in the minds. So the idea, this is what I'm thinking. It's something that's awesome that we can describe in one line when we go in spaces. So we can say, listen, in this box, there are 10 playable turrets, and one of them is a guaranteed ultra exotic. So on launch, you'll be able to open this box or sell the box, put the box on the market, because ultra exotics will be very, very rare. So if the box guarantees an ultra exotic, that's what will give it its worth. And then letting it go for Solana at around about $15 a pop to say thank you. So we're saying we're doing a cheap mint to say thank you to the first 1,000 people to believe in our project. What are your thoughts, Sammy?
Okay, I believe that's a good idea. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, what I would say about this is having this box with the rare NFTs inside it. I believe it should create this sense of curiosity in those who um, would get to see it. And for the fact that it's just 1,000 pieces, that creates this rarity kind of feeling. It gives this urgency since it's rare. And about so if I get this right, these boxes would be revealed when we launch the main collections, right?
When the game launches, yeah.
Okay, that's nice. So first, since we would have to put this in the market real soon, what would be our description? Would there be OSP rarity boxes? Or
Yeah, I was just thinking of calling it the F1K because it'll only ever be 1,000 of them, and it'll be, usually each one of the NFTs in there on our marketplace go for between $15 and $100 just for one. So yeah, we're saying there's 10 inside one box for the first 1,000 supporters, and one of them is a guaranteed ultra exotic.
Okay. So what's sorry? Well, what would be inside the box if is it in house or would you like to say it here?
How do you mean in-house?
Did you hear me?
Yes.
I mean, what's the content of what's inside the box? Would you want to share it
It's
on here
10
or in house?
random playable NFTs. One of them is a guaranteed ultra exotic.
Okay, which will be used when the game launches, right?
Yeah, which are playable in the game.
Okay. Okay, so that would contain things like guns, gears, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Turrets, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. In that case, I feel like first of all we'd have to make this announcement and we'd have to be strategic about it. And by strategic, I mean we've got to. Okay, first of all, I feel like I'd have to really think this through. But what I'd say is that this has to be something um, that we put out there and maybe probably make a content around it. But about launching it, what marketplace do you have in mind to put these boxes on?
I'm not sure. We can use Launch My NFT or we can use Altura already, because on Altura, they've already got a loot box system, so we don't have to invent a loot box system. So Altura is probably where we're gonna host the game. So Skulls has got this idea as well, where we hand out these boxes and then we tell some kind of story, and then they need a key to open the box as well. I'm not a big fan of the amount of explanation. I love the idea, but which I would do in Web 2 easily, but in Web 3, I don't know. I feel like Web 3 people are just angry before you even open your mouth. So if it's past one step, they're all angry.
No,
Yeah, I think you're 100% right about that. Everybody is just
actually,
angry.
well,
Everybody is angry in Web3 currently because you just come here. You know the funniest thing
yeah,
is someone is
actually,
going to tell
everyone
you,
due to the
Yeah, so Joey actually wanted a
oh, are you saying
PFP
something?
of some sort. Yeah, so Joey, who you guys know Tamsin, he's the lead on the Doxsuki project, and they did very well. He's one of the partners in OSP, and he was originally saying that he'd like us to launch 1,000 PFPs, and my thoughts were, we're going to be handing out so many free PFPs. Why don't we do something like for the first 1,000 to make it special? Because there'll only ever be 1,000 of these boxes that guarantee, 10 cards and a guaranteed ultra exotic. Or if we do sell them later, we'll probably sell it for like $50 to $100. So on the marketplace. So the F1K box gives you a little F1K badge in game to say that you were part of the first 1,000 people to believe in the game. And it gives you a guaranteed 10 NFTs inside that box. One of them is a guaranteed ultra exotic. So you can either hold on to it and just don't open it and just put it on the marketplace when the game launches, because when players, so the game is free. Players will start off with 4 cards that cannot be upgraded. They're not NFTs. They're just 4 in-game playable turrets. So you only get your first NFT when you kill your first major boss. Then so it would take you a very long time to get what's in this box, unless you go and spend ridiculous amounts of money on the marketplace. So it's a very valuable box.
Okay. So about the launching of the box, I was thinking if we could, and I mean we thrive on lures,
How are
right?
you?
So can you hear me?
Yes, listening. Yeah.
Okay. So since we thrive on lures, like I mean storytelling, I believe what we should do about creating awareness for these boxes is to have this story to tell about its uniqueness in a way that it entices those who we tell the story to want to buy into it. And I mean, from all you've just said, it's a kind of box that I believe no one would want to like miss out on it due to the utilities that are backed behind these boxes. So, and since I mean we all know it that storytelling is what thrives in this online space when trying to sell a product here. So maybe we could all have a back end story about. I mean, like behind house, like in house, create some ideas on how we could promote the boxes. And from
Okay.
what I'm seeing on here, it looks nice. And I mean, for someone like me who likes colors, it looks nice and something that I feel like those who are into colors too would like. And it's got this mysterious look which I like. So, um, yeah, and yeah. So first thing first is to get a story behind it to market it.
Okay. Well, look,
It's
my big goal today was to say, do you guys prefer something like this or a PFP for the first 1,000? Because I prefer this personally.
okay. PFP is something that okay. I would say this from my time on this space. PFPs are something that has this community um, vibe towards it. This kind of personal representation of a community. Take for example, the Dodging Out Dogs. I don't know if you've heard about those collections.
Yes, that's Tamsin. Yeah, that's Joey. Yeah.
So it's like everywhere, and PFPs could bring this sense of unity or something. But a box could it could I feel like it would thrive on the utilities backed behind this box. Like the first thing anyone would ever think of is what's the content of this box, what it would hold and stuff. And what's saying for since the whole idea behind this is to show um, appreciation for the first 1,000, right?
Yes.
So I feel
Uh,
like what we'd have to do is to have this collection that deals on having the first recognition of the first 1,000. I feel like the one that could actually do it could be PFPs. But since we are
well,
launching,
how about this? We give them the box. So if you're going to get this box, but with the box, you will get a Katsu and a Lucille.
oh, um, okay,
What do you think of
that's
that?
an exciting offer. And since I don't know, but I kind of feel like people don't actually know the concept behind these 4 collections which we're about to launch and how important those.
Yeah, we haven't
you know,
marketed them yet. Yeah,
So
yeah, because
when we
for
do
OS,
that,
so you because
okay,
I don't know
go on.
how we're gonna do the OSP um PFP range, because I think there's, I mean, as we stand, besides Katsu and Lucille, Katsu, Lucille, Upt, and Crispus, we've got 8,000 other unique pieces of art, cats and bunnies and heroes of Africa, and I mean, playable things in the game. So I think people will be taking, those artworks as their PFPs. So having a unique PFP uh, is going to be very challenging because the game has so many, you know.
Yeah.
So because we're a game, we're not actually a PFP community. We're actually a full-on game.
Yeah.
So that part, of having this this PFP that identifies you as someone in the OSP community, it's quite challenging unless we decide that we're going to have one particular hero. I don't know. I'm open to that discussion for sure.
Okay. What I have to say about that is, when you made this idea about having Katsu and Lucille in the box package, I that's one idea that I like, and I feel like what we need to do is to, like I said before, we need to like start creating awareness on the importance of these four collections, and it being included in the content of this box would go like a long way for the first 1,000. So, um, and
Yeah,
of
well, I
course, we
mean,
would
the
want
contents
to,
in the box is playable games, but
yeah.
you'll get, without opening the box, you would have Katsu and Lucille as well.
Okay, without opening the box.
Yeah, so you've got the box, you've got Katsu, and you've got Lucille.
Okay, and I feel
What
like
do you-
that would give this kind of shortcuts to having the four collections, right?
Yeah, because Katsu and
Because
Lucille. Yeah, I'm listening.
okay, no, you go on.
Well, because Katsu, Lucille, Upt, and Crispus will have 10,000 each. I just don't want to complicate it too much. But if you feel that the PFP is important, so currently this is what we have in mind. So Joey, with the guy with the Doge PFPs, he's got a lot of contacts for live spaces. So he'll book me full for the entire month of August, and I'll just speak on spaces. He's one of the partners on the in the game dev. So he'll just book it, and then I'll go on spaces, and I'll just chat, and then we'll not give away. We'll give away some of these boxes, but we'll try and move 1,000 boxes on whatever the 30th of August. I don't know how many days there are in August, um, or something like that. That's his idea. So if we as a community work hard, and we spread the word, and we try and get to all those spaces as much as possible, and share it and trend it, I think we can move these 1,000 boxes pretty easily, I think. I don't know. I haven't launched something in Web3 before. Web2 is easy. You just stick it on Steam, and then advertise on Facebook, and then you make your money. You got to work hard in Web3, man. But okay. So conceptually, you like the idea of the box, the value of the box. It makes it worth that $15.
Yeah, yeah. It's like what I would say is this. Um, from how I from how long I've been in this Web3 space, what I've come to realize is that a very shitty object could be worth so much. Just
Yes.
like it's about how you sell it. Do you get like the
Yes.
story behind and stuff like that? Because when I first got into the NFT space, I was seeing a very a very stupid looking beer. Yeah, and this was selling at to Ethereum as at then. And I was like,
Yes.
the fuck is this? You know,
Yeah.
but then again, I somehow got to be linked up with one of the artists behind it, and I was like, yo, how do you go about this? And to my greatest surprise, this guy was just a 15-year-old guy back then. And
Yes.
it was so funny because like how did you do this, bro? And he had like about 1,000 collections, and Ethereum back then was at 1,000 per pieces. And he was like, what I just did was to meet my writer friend to create a story of resilience, because bears are being known for being these strong creatures, right? And so he made this, like this feeling of the writer friend made this story of resilience being represented as a bear and stuff. So that's whole ideology of being strong, resilient through whatever situation happened to it resonated with a whole lot of people, and
Okay.
that collection
Well,
is
okay.
so
Let's do another. I've got to go. I've hit my hard stop here. I like what you're saying. So let's do another stream or a meeting, or we'll chat in the team chat maybe, and then then take it further. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Sammy. Thank you, Ash. Thank you, everybody who's tuned in to watch. We appreciate you
Thank
all,
you.
and appreciate
Excited.
you, Sammy. Thank you for your hard work. Have a nice
Yeah,
day.
you're
Le toodles.
Toodles.